You know, there's nothing worse than a sexless marriage, man. I mean, being committed to somebody, spending a life with somebody, facing all life's trials, and there's no sex. Now, I had this debate with my girlfriend the other day about how there's a lot of couples out there that aren't having sex. I call bullshit. I mean, when you go to the house and they both got their own rooms because he snores too much or whatever the excuse is, I mean, how can you coexist like that? I mean, wouldn't it be better just to have a roommate? If you could find a good roommate, and that's a whole other subject in itself, but find a good roommate that could bring some money to the table and make life a little financially easier versus being stuck in a sexless relationship. At least if you had a roommate, you could go get laid. I heard about this guy recently, and this is the reason I'm doing the rant. He went on a cruise, took his wife down by the Bahamas, cruised. And of course, he only spent 3 days on a cruise, which I would have taken at least a fucking week, you know, if I was going to go on a cruise, right? Because I'd want to do a bunch of shit. I mean, one thing I've always wanted to do is go parasailing down the Bahamas. I mean, I'm going to do that at some point. I mean, that's pretty much the biggest thing on my bucket list is to go to the Bahamas and go parasailing. You know, I think that'd be awesome. And of course, you know, I don't smoke pot, but I think it'd be really cool to smoke some marijuana and cruise around for a fucking hour being drug around on a parachute. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fucking amazing. Even if you weren't stoned, fuck it, this would be badass, right? But anyways, that's beyond the point. Point being, this guy went 3 days on a cruise with his wife, and I guess he spent about $6 grand, according to him. You know how many times he got laid? 0. None. That dude didn't get a blow job. He didn't get a hand job. He didn't get any fucking pussy. None whatsoever. He thought for sure he's going to go down there and go on a cruise, and he was going to get laid. That's pretty bad when you're married, and you got to spend that kind of cash to go on a cruise, and your main objective and your main agenda is, hey, I want to get laid. That's bullshit. I promise you. If I'm going to go on a fucking cruise and I'm going to drop those kind of bones, I'm getting my dick sucked every night. At least twice a night. I promise you that. Fuck that bullshit. Hell, he'd have had better luck going by himself on a cruise and finding somebody on the boat to fuck than to take that frigid motherfucker. I guarantee you, that'd be the last cruise, the last vacation I ever took that motherfucker on. To me, that would be a curtain call. And, you know, I mean, I can understand that she was on the rag that week, but she wasn't. You know, that's bullshit. Because in situations like that, you got to stop and remember one golden rule, folks. If you're not fucking her, somebody else is.